Okay, up next is a relatively easy fixture as of right now, as of where things stand right now. Barcelona versus Paris Saint-Germain. And of course, we would never normally say that this is an easy fixture. Gone are the days when you would have to say this was a tough one, or you would give Barcelona the edge. But of course, in recent times, Barcelona not doing so well, to put it mildly. Currently, they are fifth in La Liga, struggling to gain any sort of momentum or consistency. And they started off the season okay, but has since faded and faded badly under Ronald Koeman. But in all fairness to them, they do have a long time between now and February to get things right. A transfer window in between as well. So who knows? Let us watch and see if Barcelona can get it right. I think one of the reasons also that has led to them falling off is the injury to Ansu Fati. I think Ansu Fati, when he went out with that long-term injury, it really put a dent in Barcelona's operation, or in Barcelona's season. And even though they are fifth in La Liga, they do have two games in hand amongst most of the top competition. 4 losses in 12 games in La Liga so far this season, including losses to Cadiz, Atletico Madrid, Getafe, and Real Madrid. I think it's fair to say that those losses against Cadiz and Getafe should have been avoided. But nonetheless, it happened. One loss in the Champions League to Juve in a relatively easy group, Juventus being the only other powerhouse in that group. But apart from Juventus, a very easy group. So no surprise there that they progressed and came second in the group and lost only one game in the group. So no surprises there. So second in the group to Juventus on goal difference. 5 wins and 1 loss, ending up on 15 points. Kiev and Ferencvaros were the other two teams in the group. As stated earlier, Ansu Fati is out and not coming back until March. So they definitely won't be able to rely on Ansu Fati for this particular fixture. Probably they're going to get him back probably in the semi-final or so before you'll see if Barcelona make it that far, and nobody right now thinks Barcelona is making it that far. Gerard Piqué also out for a minimum of 3 to 5 months. So, from that perspective, it doesn't look any better for Barcelona. 2 key injuries. Problems up front. Antoine Griezmann isn't scoring enough either and has struggled to justify his massive price tag since arriving at the Catalan Giants. So, but new era, Lionel Messi leaving, presidential elections coming up, change in direction, and Lord knows Barcelona needs a change in direction right now. I mean, terrible transfers. They have spent a lot of money on a lot of players that just, and not because even players like Coutinho and Griezmann, they're good players, but as people kept on saying from day one, how were they going to fit in the system? Where were they going to play? Griezmann's best position is out wide on the right. That's where Messi plays. How are you going to put Griezmann out wide on the left and expect the same level of production? It just didn't make sense. A number of they spent a lot of money on players that just haven't lived up to their billing either. Dembele is one of them that they spent nearly £100 million and he hasn't materialized into what they thought he would be. Interestingly enough, they have spent a lot of money on similar kind of players. Malcolm, Griezmann, Dembele, a lot of money spent on similar kind of players who their best position is on the right and wide right, on the wing on the right. Obviously, that's where Messi occupies. That doesn't make any sense. So Lord knows they need a change in direction, change in president. Bartholomew needs to go. And so, let's see if Barcelona can change direction, and let's see if their new board and new president can get things going again, or can get Barcelona, return Barcelona to previous heights. Paris Saint-Germain, beaten finalists last season, always underachieving in the Champions League, but managed to get it right last season. But so far this season, they haven't had as dominant a start as they normally would have in league. But they are still favorites, still start as strong favorites in this tie. Probably the reason for them not being as dominant early in the season so far is because they played deep into August and hence fatigue, even though they had a long break before the Champions League. But I guess those couple of Champions League fixtures would have taken its toll, and also the fact that they would have still had to, they couldn't go on vacation, and they still would have had to have been doing some sort of a training to keep themselves in shape for the upcoming Champions League fixtures at the back end of last season. But who knows? They have had 4 losses in 15 games in the league, including losses to league leaders Lyon, Monaco, Marseille, and a shock 1-0 defeat to Lens, which has left them third in Ligue 1 and playing catch-up. Thiago Silva, in my opinion, was a massive loss for PSG last season. They should never have let him go. I mean, the leadership qualities that he brings to the table is just cannot be matched. But on the other hand, this season they have been going well in Europe. Topped arguably the group of death, Group H, a group featuring Leipzig, Manchester United, and Istanbul. 4 wins, 2 losses left them on 12 points. And of course, Neymar will be coming back in January for the clash with his former club. And Neymar is such a key player for them, a massive player for them. I mean, Neymar's attitude change about midway last season just really did wonders for the club. You saw where they went, you saw where it took them. I mean, about midway through the season, he stopped whining and stopped complaining and just started playing football, and he seems happy now. He seems like he really wants to be in Paris, genuinely wants to be in Paris. And so his return for that clash in February is a big, big deal for Paris Saint-Germain. Neymar at his best is unplayable. But as I said, right now as things currently stand, Paris Saint-Germain big favourites. They'll win this tie easily. But still almost 2 months to go before this clash. A lot of things can happen. Even though Barcelona don't have any money, let's see what happens in the January transfer window as well. But Paris Saint-Germain, heavy favourites for this one undoubtedly.